Howdy, Buffalo Bart here, and welcome. Merry Christmas. You here in America? We say Merry Christmas. Waiting for everything to catch up here. Things being really stupid today. Alright, is it going to work? Why are you just backing up? You used to turn around whenever you did that. Why is everything being weird? Okay, now I can see chat. Alright, is video okay for you guys? Because I don't see anything moving on my side. I don't see anything moving. Okay, well, everything is just acting weird. When I go back in here and actually start playing, it's not updating on my preview. Now it is. Alright, so, sorry about all that. I'm repeating. I shouldn't be repeating. Well, anyhow, this is The Division. So, one of the things that I was covering before, and this is kind of mixed conversations from other conversations going on and other stuff. So if you think you're missing out on part of the conversation, you probably are. So I was talking about the lost potential of many games. Yes, what do you want? You want a first aid kit? Fine, here, have a first aid kit. You can give me your junk ass blue pistol? Anyway, okay, this is the lost potential of games. This is the I gotcha. A billboard for the Short Bows, which is the hockey team, and the arena for the hockey team is just like right over here. You see like Short Bows, and you got the billboard sign up here that's broken up in multiple sections. That's cool. Big signs up here, the scrolling ticker boards. You look around the city, you're going to see signs and advertisements, and I like these things here too. The no entry signs, and you got these, which are supposed to be like television on a trailer. Okay, nice flicker, like it's bad signal, whatever. But yeah, this is like the hockey arena made into a field hospital. But for my idea, the concepts of missed opportunity in games is advertising. Got up there, you got a billboard up there on the roof for some perfume or whatever else. And as you go around the city, there's just stuff. So to talk about the game itself, Division 2 is coming out soon. This is the Division 1. This is my main character for what I call the lazy ass build. Got pistol and 2 primary weapons. In this case I've got a sniper, and I've got a submachine gun, but you've got light machine guns. I did manage to get the Santa Claus hat before, while they were available. This was a free mask as well. The clothing set, and the thing I like about this game is the DLC, for the most part, is cosmetic stuff. The clothing that I'm wearing is actually reward for completing certain things. You get certain tokens, you cash those tokens in, and you can get different clothing sets. But you can also buy some. Switch out my sniper. Switch to a sniper reticle. Civilian being held up. Never said I was a good shot in that game. So, you know, sniper rifles and so forth. But you've also got things you can loot around town. This will be tools you can use for assembling new pieces of gear and weapon mods and things like that. So the main portion of the game, you're running around from level 1 through level 30 trying to get to level 30. And once you get to level 30, you can then have a whole new type of gameplay, which is doing heavier missions and whatnot to try to get better and better gear. And then you can also do player versus player stuff. So you can just spend hours just roaming around the streets looking for bad guys to kill. And that was the sniper rifle. I can switch over to submachine gun and you can go around and actually engage in full combat like this. One of the cool things is pistols have infinite ammo, and with lighting around town you can shoot them, they go out, but after a few seconds they come back on. Almost all the lights are like that around town. If they're on, you can shoot them, they'll go off and then come back on. Pistols have infinite ammo. If you actually hit them, they'll go out. You see the 15 rounds in the pistol now, and the infinite logo underneath there lets you know that you have infinite ammo on that. But as you're building your different armor sets, this particular gear set is set up towards that's a cloud. You can go into these things and investigate them, press the F key. It's called an echo. You would think this is like a frozen section of time. You can get a little snippet of what actually happened. And you can investigate a crime that happened there. And these will sometimes give you secondary side missions. Kind of a cool touch. So, kind of cool. Sometimes, like I said, they give you new missions. Sometimes you got to watch them as part of a mission. Kind of cool. You can usually tell bad guys because whenever you mouse over them, they're going to turn red. Now, you see there's a green square underneath my little heads-up display that floats around. There's 11, there's a 4, that 30 that's inside the green box means that I have Tactician's points built up. I'm using Tactician's gear set, modified heavily. Oh, the storyline is really cool if you actually follow the storyline. The basic storyline was that, and you see it in the intro when you're playing the game, is it was called the Dollar Flu. And it was a super strain of disease that actually was passed, it was put on dollar bills and then was passed from person to person to person on Black Friday prior to Christmas time. So with all these people changing money back and forth more than any other time of the year, yeah, the disease spread really rapidly, and this is what remains of Manhattan. So of the map here, this whole section here, whole section over here is all usable. And then you got this red area called the Dark Zone. This is a player versus player zone. So you could go in there and not encounter anybody else, or you may encounter other players. Those players could be friendly or they could be douchebags. They can attack and kill you. You got all these things like this, a mission. You got, so anytime you want unstructured PvP, you can go in here. You can also come in here. You can see this is one of my friends here, the Chief. And you can fast travel. So I'm going to fast travel back to the base of operations. This is not the actual base of operations, but the terminal. From the terminal, you can actually Do some basic shopping. You can find groups here. Premium vendor if you want to spend real money to buy stuff. Poor connection to host. You suck. Global events, which are offline. But if they were online, you could come in here and this board would tell you what the event is. You got optimization station, recalibration, and crafting. So you can craft an item. If you don't like the stats of it, you can recalibrate it, and then you can use other currencies to optimize it so you can make it even better. Same goes over here. This is a special equipment vendor. Everything he sells is for a special currency called whatever, this stuff here, Phoenix credits. The red colored weapons are a special high-end gear called exotic. Let's see here. Mark as junk. Mark as junk. I can sell junk. But you got the usual like gray, white, green, blue, yellow, and this would be the yellows or the golds, and those are high-end. These are exotics, and they all have their own different looks, like the Midas, which I'll show a couple different of the high-end weapons here really quickly. So come in here, and you're not facing the right direction. So run down the weapons, the house and sniper, what I'm using now. This is a SIG MPX. Showstopper, which is the AA-12, is a fully automatic shotgun. Urban MDR, which is Desert Tech. Yeah, everybody that you see walking around, like this guy that's in the middle of my frickin' screen, is another player. Liberator, chrome and gold-plated M4. Hungry Hog, gold and chrome-plated M60 machine gun. Devil, another MDR. The Pecan, which is a gold-plated RPK. Cadesis, Scar S. Big Alejandro, belt-fed light machine gun with a high rate of fire. Historian, M14, that's chrome-plated and gold-plated. Bullfrog. Tommy gun. I love my Tommy gun. You got Tommy gun, and then you got the M1928, which is the military version. I've got both. Midas, which is a gold-plated Uzi. And that's just some of the guns that I've got. But it appears that my stuff is gone here. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my map. Now, when you first start off, you're actually over here. And you're doing starter missions, and then when you finish the starter missions at level 4, you teleport in and you start your mission. You're over here at Camp Hudson. You make your way over to the base of operations, and the whole point of the base of operations is you can actually come in here to the bathroom and go to the mirror and change your physical appearance. But this is your regular base of operations over here. See, mine's 100% on all 3 wings. That's the thing, is you're trying to get all 3 wings to 100% so you can get all the special unlocks, your special abilities. You can also get things like a shooting range unlock, which you go to the middle bay and you can actually shoot in a little small match, or you can just come over here and shoot the different targets to see what kind of damage you're going to do with them. That kind of stuff. But all throughout your base of operations, you've got vendors like this guy right here. You could buy other weapons. Over here in the security wing, come over here and buy cosmetic items. I have pretty much all the cosmetic items. Other vendors over here. You can get free supplies here, weapons parts from inside the base. You can get high value targets, which are tough targets to go after. Dark Zone gear vendor. Here's a free item you can get from that. You got vendors over here that you can go to, for weapons, gear, special rewards. Yeah. The lines here show you where to go. Blue for security wing shows you where to go to get into your security wing. So you can talk to this guy and go to your laptop. And the laptop for each wing, you have to, when you go into them, allows you to purchase unlocks. The way that you purchase those unlocks is by doing things around town. Now this character's got 100% on pretty much everything, but there's missions like this was medical. You can see the Star of Life is medical. Security, they'll also be the same color if you haven't done them before. What I'll do here is I'll go to Hudson Refugee Camp. You'll redo this mission, do it on hard mode. I'll show you the benefits of why I like this gear set, which is the Tacticians. It's set up for turrets and seeker mines. Tonight's drink of choice, orange soda. But you'll see all around town also, like I'm talking about with the signs, the missed opportunities. The game looks really good too. I mean, for a game, it's only been out for 2 years, and the sequel's coming out now. That's kind of a dark theme going on. Corpses being burned over here. I have a set way I do all these missions. I do all these missions by myself on hard mode, challenging mode. Turret. I can grab my turret, deploy it, and I'm going to set it over here on top of that. This gear set allows me to have a long range on my turrets. Got a hell of a flamethrower, doesn't he? My turret's better than his little pesky flamethrower. I can just sit here and hide, keep my head down. My turret's going to do all the damn work. Oh, poor little punk. And I missed. Yes, I could have made a headshot on him, but I'm not trying to make a headshot. I'm trying to shoot the tank on his back. You keep your head down. No, nobody wants you over here. There we go. You shoot the tank on his back, and that happens. I got a melee guy rushing me right now. He didn't make it. You see, you get close to cover, hit the space bar. You see I've got the thing that pops up there. It's space bar, he pops on cover. If I hit the control key, he'll actually dip behind there. Now that green number that keeps popping up, it's 8 right now. Every time I shoot, like that, I get 1 more point added to that. If I'm shooting machine gun or whatever, every time my bullets hit, I get an extra point on that. And the more points that I build up to 30 on that will allow me to get a bonus to my skill power. And my skill power is what makes my seeker mines, which this is a seeker mine. I deploy it out. It will then track the target, and this particular version will split and up to like 6 different individual little small balls. So we look, I got no points built up right now, and my skill power is 407,000. So let's throw a turret out. My turret will actually build those points as well. He just threw a tear gas grenade. So I'm going to let my turret build up some points. That's 8. Come on, build up. So as my turret is building up those points, you see my skill power is getting higher and higher and higher. Got environmental things too, like these barrels. they will explode. Like that. The hell is wrong with my leg? Look at my foot. Okay, he was going through the ground there, but what the hell is wrong with my damn foot? You can see I'm at 21 now, so if I look at skill power, 482,000, it'll get up over 500,000 when I'm at 30 points on that. Now, other environmental things you got to watch out for is occasionally booby traps. You can shoot it and make it go off, but if you accidentally walk into that, you get caught up in that fire, you will burn up. And it's like, here, okay, well, I just got to cut through this train. You see I got that orange line. It tells me where I need to go. Well, if you can see the orange line that's hovering, it's not there now, but as soon as I get past this one right here, wait for the fire to go down and go. So you got that orange diamond that's telling me which way I need to go. But there's so many different weapons. You notice that my pistol here has got a silencer on it. It's like this. I can go into my screen here. I can change the barrel thing on the end of my barrel, which this is a compensator, or I can put a silencer on it, magazines, scopes, paint jobs. Holy crap. The number of paint jobs that I can put on here to change the appearance of it. Yeah, I mean, look at all these damn paint jobs I got that I can put on the weapons. I mean, just whatever I want. I've unlocked these from doing different special missions and other stuff, and from vendors and unlocks. Go with a Christmas theme. Same thing with my physical appearance. Hats, pants, shirts, patches, jackets. I don't wear jackets, but just in jackets alone. I mean, this is all the different jackets that I could put on. I mean, hats. All the different hats that I have. And I could change the way I look. I just happen to be wearing the winter holiday cap. Masks. These are the masks that I have. Normally these are unlocks from different missions and stuff like that. But I mean, hell, I got all these different masks. And I can change my cosmetic appearance however I want. So really cool that there's so many different things you can do to change your appearances. So it doesn't matter if you're a level 30 or a level 1. If I create a brand new character and start from scratch, I can now, since I already have all these unlocked, I can go right in and start wearing them on my level 1 character. I've got tuxedo, I've got suits, I've got all kind of good stuff. So let's play a little peekaboo with a Seeker Mine here. So with a Seeker Mine, whenever it splits out onto multiple targets, there's 6 balls. Since there was only 2 targets, they each got 3. As you can see, you got the initial explosion, and then after the initial explosion, it caused them to bleed. So they bleed to death afterwards. These guys over here. There's 2 guys here. I only see the one. They're in here, the sole purpose for them being in this area. I've got all the extra stuff turned off. But they're in here because this is a refugee camp. Those are the cleaners, the guys with the flamethrowers. The cleaners are here primarily just to try to exterminate any trace of people who might have the disease, so they can stop the virus from proceeding by just killing anybody and everybody they feel like. If they think you've got the disease, they're just going to kill you. Whether you've got it or not, it doesn't matter. The whole point of it is they're trying to come in here, and they got that railroad tanker full of gasoline. They're getting ready to dump in here and explode and burn all these poor people that are just trying to stay warm and, you know, find a place to live. But you got stuff like this right here. You can get food, drinks, and other things like that, which are... Oh, well, these are remotes. I'm going to play the air guitar. But you can actually get buffs from drinking or eating. Even though there's no hunger and thirst system in here, that would refill for your ammo, but I'm not using ammo. I'm using my seekers and my turrets. But, yeah, there's buffs to it. There's a survival mode where you can use hunger and thirst. Throw a turret out. Well, I am going to have to use a weapon here. He didn't make it. You get bonuses for completing certain things and certain missions and whatever from using a pistol only, or for doing a number of headshots or skill kills. A skill kill would be like me using my turret or my seeker mines. You can see, like, I can use a space bar to move from cover to cover. Just aim it somewhere where I've got the little icon that pops up, and I can move from cover to cover. During some of the events, you can see like daily headshot kills and weekly headshot kills. But you don't always follow that little diamond. It's going to point you in the right direction for where you need to go to get to your objectives. I can complete a lot of these missions with this gear set pretty much without using any weapons whatsoever. My guns are pretty well cosmetic in this game. I'll throw my turret out right there. And it'll sit there and start ripping people to shreds. Use environmental things, like I blew up that propane tank next to that guy. Alright, quit being a coward. Come at me, bro. Are you afraid of my little turret? But I can do all this damage with little effort. But my armor sucks. I can't take a whole lot of hits. Speaking of hits, these guys are melee only. If he had actually made it to me, they'll run at me with a shield and with a baseball bat, and they can do a lot of damage. Got to love those environmental things. Since my specialty is electronics and skills, my cooldown on my skills is really low, or really quick, so I can sit here and just keep ripping out the turrets and the seeker mines. Now, this isn't the only kind of turret you can get. We've got another character that's got a gear set called Firecrest. His turrets are fire or flamethrower turrets. Nasty, nasty shit. Now, you can't drive anything. The vehicles are just, you know, stationary. Run, Cletus! Run! Oh, Seeker Mine found you anyway. He's got his own turret he can deploy. But him dead. Shoot me! You can see my health bar right there next to my ammo. I can't take a whole lot of hits. And also my guns don't do a whole lot of damage. But if I was geared up differently, then yeah, my guns could do more damage, or I could take more damage, or you've got a defensive shield. Like you see these guys with the shields out, you can actually get a gear set that's set up for utilizing the shields. See, the experience that popped up right there lets me know that they're dead. But doing the lazy method, you don't have to overexert yourself. You know, with seeker mines and turrets, like this section right here, this is the final boss. I can get out here and put myself in harm's way, and people rushing at me, trying to kill me, and everything else. Or I can throw a turret right there, throw a seeker mine, and then step back here. They can't see me, they can't shoot me, they can't throw grenades at me, and I can just sit there at random. As soon as my seeker mine comes back up, you see my turret is deployed, so you get the solid orange bar, or the 3-segmented bar. Underneath there is a turret icon, which is almost to the halfway point, meaning that it's deployed, or how much time is left till I can redeploy one. Got the 2 balls there. My another gunner. That's for my seeker mine. So I can just pop up right now and seeker mine. Come back over here and drop back down again. Oh, you took out my turret. No problem. Back over here and throw another turret out. And okay. Yeah, see, I was taking damage there, but not enough to really worry about. And I can sit here and complete this whole section of the final boss fight without using a weapon at all. I'll use one just for the heck of it. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on. Have a seeker mine. You hiding all the way across the map, you punk. Oh, did the boss die? I let him shoot me a couple times. He's dead. Just got this guy over here that's been hiding the whole time. Once I go past this section right here, I can't go back. Once I'm here, I'm here. Here, kitty, kitty. Play with your balls. Alright, Tactician's Authority gear pack. This is a gear set item. I'll pick it up. It's garbage for me, but there's numbers on them. Past level 30, gear items have numbers on them. And these are gear mods. You can put gear mods onto your gear to make them stronger, more stamina, more firearms, more whatever. Accessories for my weapons. I got a proficiency cache, which means I leveled up again. Even though I can't go above level 30, I can still keep getting reward caches like this. Got a Cypher Key Fragment, Phoenix Credits, a weapon, and a backpack. So, I don't need you, don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. And each has their own special stat to them. So, it's like my firearms is really low. My toughness, meh, pretty low. But my skill power is where my build is. You see, this is about as low as you can get numbers-wise. But that's over 10,000 versus 3,000, under 3,000. So, that was the final boss sequence here. But, again, look at all the billboards like up there. Why couldn't that have been Beefalo Bart Gaming website or advertisement, or Taco Bell ad over there, Walmart ad over there, and Kentucky Fried Chicken over there, and instead of this, John's perfect stocking filler, the perfect beer? Why couldn't that have been Budweiser, or, you know, Miller Lite, or Beck's beer, or... So you see, missing out. All these billboards across there could have been billboards for that were generating ad revenue. So to complete this, all I got to do is come over here, and instead of dumping, using their laptop, instead of dumping all this fuel down here inside there and killing the civilians, I reprogram the laptop, and it actually comes over here and swings the crane around and drops it on a big pile of garbage. Yay, mission done. But here's another thing. Something I try to do in every one of my maps. You see that X? That usually indicates that there might be something nearby. You can climb up on certain items. Look, there's no barbed wire on this section of fence. So this is a secret hidden area. Now, like that. I shot Santa Claus. Why couldn't that have been an achievement? Shooting Santa Claus all over the map. And you get a special Santa Claus prize. So you got all this secret hidden area back here that most people don't even know exist. Climb over all these different air conditioning units and explore your way around and look at the city skyline and whatnot. Work your way all the way back here, and there's a chest that has a weapon in there. When you're actually doing this because you need to do this as part of the storyline, you're under level 30. The item that's going to be in there will be the same level as you. Now, if it was there, it would be garbage. I say garbage, but it's just not usable. To me, if it's not exotic or, you know, high-end, I have no use for it. Or specific gear set. But having secret hidden areas is a must. I've always, whenever I build maps, I always put in secret hidden areas that you can go to. And this is not all. I've shown on this map before the secret areas on this. Kind of all the different animation types here. Like that animation. Reaching down and releasing the rope. All the walking and crouching animations. Rappelling. How many animations was that just to be able to start to rappel, finish rappel, and whatnot? There's also things like come over here and there's a cell phone on the ground. I've already collected all of them, but you can collect that cell phone and hear phone messages for people that were whatever during the problems. Those guys are green. They're civilians. I can't kill them. But yeah, that mission was on hard mode. Overview. I picked up a pistol. I don't need it. I can hit V, which allows me to mark it as junk. Yes, it is a golden revolver. And I can deconstruct junk, or I can sell junk. You can see right there's a V with a circle around it. That tells me that there's something that's going to be nearby. So that circle with a V on it, I can see a yellow in my minimap in the top left-hand corner. We come down here. It's a safe zone, and as you're playing through the map, you're going to have to get safe houses. So once you open up the door and walk in, you can now come in here and restock first aid kits, ammo, grenades, put things in your stash, find other players. There's a weapons vendor here, so you can buy weapons, gear mods, or sealed caches, what have you. You can get missions from this guy and from this board. Some of the places have more than one way in or out. Oh, look at steam coming out there. The variable flickering in the lighting. How it affects the different the light rendering. You know, I mean, even the way the garbage is laid out, the lighting looks good, the materials look good, the movement is pretty good. I mean, this is a pretty well done game. Here, kitty kitty. He had a grenade icon, which means he was going to throw a grenade if I'd given him the chance. He was too busy being a badass. But you look at the different scenery around here. I mean, the skyline. How often do you sit there and take time? You notice that sign right there? Beef plus fun equals Kobe's. There's where I got the background screen for this, and where I do a lot of my streaming, where I start streaming from, the Meat Locker. The missions are fun. They're good missions, a good storyline, and you know, when you first start off, if you don't have anything, you don't have any kind of support, then it can be tough. If you don't know which weapons to use, and the fact that you really need to be using cover. See, I was starting with a thing right here. So, beef in the background. Climb over certain things. You can see where it says control right there by my shoulder. I can hop over where it says that. Anywhere where get the icon for the spacebar like that. Press and hold the spacebar and he'll move to that. It's like right now I can hold down the spacebar key. He'll run over there and stay on cover. You get a bonus for being on cover. Missions like Napalm Production Site. This one, there's a daily reward for doing it in hard mode. Another one, Napalm Production Site. This is where they're producing the napalm so that they can, for the cleaners, so they can extinguish the people who they think have the disease. Now, it's like this is in hard mode, and it's a cakewalk for me with this squishy gear set. Okay, if I get killed while I'm in here after a checkpoint, it will let me respawn at a certain checkpoint. Some of these won't let you do that. Throw out my turret, let it be doing its thing. And I can also throw out secret mines. And one of the things that I have to accomplish in this particular mission is I have to blow up these tanks. Shot it one time, and there we go. I can actually use my weapons if I want to, but I can also complete all these missions without using a single bullet. Through my weapons, that is. These guys with the, well, looks like an air tank on their back. That's actually their napalm supply. There we go. He didn't like that very much. I don't know why. So, yeah, that's the missions on these. Could have jumped over the railing or whatever else here. These guys are done for. But I don't have to sit here and keep doing the missions. I can abandon it and come back and do it later if I want to. There's no penalty for walking away from it. But that's the cleaners. You got the Rikers. You got the LMB. There's different gangs you can encounter. All these orange house-shaped things, those are safe houses. These are missions, like Queen's Tunnel Camp. General Assembly is the final mission. More or less. Mostly, almost the final mission for the story. You got that, then there's one more mission over here, and then a small mission over here. What, did I not finish that? I finished that. But yeah, I can finish out this one. But, like I said, I can fast travel. If I want to go over here, I can fast travel hitting X and then the space bar. I can fast travel to this safe house. And then I can walk out and walk into the streets and go shoot bad guys or do whatever. You can play with yourself, I mean by yourself, and say, they got a shrine here and teddy bears and memorial to the fallen from the disease. Dog tags from soldiers that lost their lives in the conflict. missing people reports. You got the JTF, which is Joint Task Force. See, he just walked through that door and vanished. Because this is still part of that. You can see other players here. As soon as you walk through this door, you're on your own. You're solo. More billboards. See, there's an arrow pointing that way. Whereas that other one was an arrow facing down. Let me know that I need to go in there. Huh. You see, my health is going down drastically. I can't take a hit. My damn Seeker Mines can sure throw it out. This whole patrol right there just got destroyed for one Seeker Mine. Now, that's a Seeker Mine build. Let me actually show you another build here. Go back to my base operations. If I log out in the terminal, whenever I log back in, he will be in the terminal. But if I log out in the base of operations, it kicks his ass outside for some reason. Alright, so let's actually go log out. Now, you get to create 4 characters. I have all 4 character slots filled. I actually had all 4 were level 30s with maxed out gear, and I deleted one of them and started rolling it over. So if you or anybody else want to get the game and play together, then I could delete him again, and we'd have one we could play at the same level, level 1, starting from scratch. But this is this guy right here. This is the guy I'm going to play next. You got Tommy Gun, Submachine Gun. He's my Firecrest guy. Now, I can have multiple builds on each character, but I have multiple on each one. And my gangsta. You got the hat, the stripe pinstripe suit, the Tommy gun. Yeah, he's just a badass. I'll show you the build thing here in just a second. Like my gangsta. I'll go on him. I'll show this guy really quickly, and then I'll go and show the other guy, the gangster, because he's got more of a weapons build for dishing out damage with weapons versus with skills like flamethrower turrets and machine gun turrets and seeker mine, things like that. So you can, as you're playing through, you experiment with different gear sets to figure out how you play. If you like to be tanky and take more hits while dishing it out, then you can build that way. Let's go to, what's a good one to show off the flamethrower? Broadway, some more cleaners. Lexington. I'll do it on hard. I'm not going to complete the whole thing here, but Lexington Event Center is held by the Rikers. They're pretty much escapees from the prison system. So they're naturally just bad people to begin with. So I'll take my turret, I'll deploy it. It is a flamethrower turret. It is absolutely frickin' nasty. It just burns their ass to a crisp. That's it. All 3 bad guys dead. Now, Seeker Mine, I don't have any bonus to any of my other stuff here by tacticians or whatever else. It's all stacked up for making my turrets have longer range and do more damage and last longer. I learned techniques for completing all these. I mean, that's not creepy. A mannequin sitting there with a fire axe pretty much clamped to his hand like he's holding the axe. I'll put my flamethrower on the turret there. And I'll throw my Seeker Mine out, get them all pissed off at me. he just got his ass crispy. I don't know if you can hear him, but he was screaming in the background. He's bleeding from the Seeker Mine. One shot from the Tommy gun. But I've got skill haste, which on my gear and everything, which helps with the speed up of my ability to deploy skills, like the Seeker Mine or new turrets or whatever. There's one class you can build of gear set. You're not limiting yourself to a gear class. Oh, did my turret go away? Let's put a fresh one up. God, I think it's... Okay, this is the final wave here. So, yeah, you could set up one that works with shotguns and light machine guns, or submachine guns and assault rifles, or sniper rifle builds, or you want to be a medic? No problem. There's a reclaimer build, which allows you to be able to deploy a first aid kit, and I'll show you that on the next character. And he's done. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this the way it is here. You can see that's the flamethrower turret build called the Firecrest. When you're actually doing your build up, you hit the B key, you got loadouts. Yes, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different setups you can use. This is my Firecrest classified. D3 FNC allows me to deploy a shield. Reclaimer allows me to be a medic. And of course Firecrest is, well, to burn. See this yellow dot on the minimap there? That was an incendiary grenade. It's obviously something else that I can't pick up because I'm full on. Well, let's actually go back and I'll show you the other character real quick. So you can have different gear sets based on your preferential way of playing. So you can, and that's what you're trying to do at level 30, is you're trying to farm up gear to suit your playstyle. If you like setting people on fire, then you know Firecrest is your way to go. If you like the first one that I was playing on, which was the turrets and seekers, then Tactician's build is good. Or if you want to actually use your weapons for stuff, you got builds for light machine guns and shotguns, or assault rifles and tanking, and you know, whatever your style of play. There's a gear set that you can use, and you don't have to use one particular gear set. I'll show you what I mean on the gear sets here in just a second as I log into player 3. My gangsta is you can mix and match pieces parts. And then there's a thing called the Ninja Backpack. The Ninja Backpack is like a wild card. It's like you can use it as a gear set piece. You get the bonus of wearing that gear set piece. It's hard to explain, but it's like a wild card between any gear set items. It makes them act like they're doubled, or you get the extra one piece to it. I like this loading screen too. So, resupply, my pinstripe suit. So like my gear set here, this one is the Deadeye set. It's specifically, you can see it got all these bonuses here, and your skill power and firearms, and how many pieces I am wearing out of the set. If I get 2-piece bonus for 2 pieces of armor in that same set, bullet stability, whatever. 3-piece bonus for critical hit chance, or critical hit damage on my marksman rifle. If I'm wearing 4 pieces of it, then I don't get the headshot bonus, but I get a 50% chance, but gain 50% critical strike chance when out of cover, and 100% while I'm in cover. So if I'm in cover and I pop out with my sniper rifle, and then I get a 100% chance to get a critical hit, which should give me more damage than a regular headshot bonus sometimes. Whatever. But yeah, so this is a sniper build here. But I could actually put on a Barrett's bulletproof vest, and then it'll give me an increase on skill power and stuff like that. Or Ninja Bike Messenger Bag, which is the it makes, like, if I'm wearing one piece of Final Measure and one the Ninja bag, it acts like I've got two pieces of the Final Measure. So yeah, it's like a wild card. So you can mix and match, like have 3 of one thing and 2 of another, but use a Ninja backpack, which might give you better stats overall, but it'll make it look like you've got 4 pieces of this and 3 pieces of that, where it wouldn't be physically possible before. So you can mix and match and really get your gear tweaked out to really suit your needs completely. Let's go to Lincoln Tunnel, Dragon's Nest. Dragon's Nest is one of the heavy missions that requires you to be in a team to complete, because I have to hold down this and you have to do something else, and you have to have teamwork and able to accomplish the mission. Replay mission, difficulty hard. Legendary mode is damned difficult and almost physically impossible to do while solo. So this one I can use this, which gives me the ability to get a sweep. Yes, I got a gear set that's set up for a sniper rifle, and my dumbass is using a conventional submachine gun. So when you actually hit somebody, your sniper rifle does good damage. You're going to stick your head up first, or who's going to stick your head up? All right then. So I can take more damage with this build. Come on. Now I'm ready for you. It's just something so satisfying to shoot bad guys whose sole job is to set people on fire, and it's so satisfying to actually set them on fire. That's creepy looking. Statue of Liberty with like a skull face. We'll get that sniper out first. You asshole. Take a little some of that shit. Headshots are always going to give you more damage, but you can shoot weak spots like that. That guy, his weak spot that I shot was a satchel full of hand grenades on his hip. That guy had a propane tank on his side, and he's got one on his back now. I'm going to have to move, because he's not dying as fast as I really want him to. Now, see, I've got a first aid kit. I can deploy that and heal myself up. Now, I could have already killed him. I just wanted to take a little damage here to show you that I can deploy this. This particular one even has an ammo logo, so it'll actually resupply my ammo as well. So while it's deployed, I could actually restock my ammo and my health at the same time. And this pulse that I keep sending out is going to give me a bonus on damage. Plus, whenever you kill all the threats that are in the area, you'll automatically start healing back up. So that's actually a marksman build. And it gave me a green item. How sweet. So yeah, I mean, this is post level 30. You can sit here and run around and do these things or you can go roam around the streets killing bad guys, or you can build your gear sets to suit whatever you want. Not worried about completing these missions. I've done these things 100 freaking times. You got daily missions, weekly missions, high value targets. High value targets are usually meant for going into and doing as a group. However, I can usually, with that first character I was on, the heavy skill build, I can go in there solo and take out all the weeklies. Hit V key to mark that as junk. Go to my appearance. I can change for my striped suit hat. Let's go with or a beanie, ball cap, cleaner, Deadeye. Got all kind of different set items. We have firefighter hat. You can mix and match your clothing to suit your frickin' taste of whatever you want to look like. Now, let's see here. Hockey helmet. LMB officer helmet. Like military helmets. You can look like a military guy if you want to. Navy parade hat. This was a 4th of July special bonus item. Outbreak. Operator. Paramedic. Pilot. Plaid suit. Police beanie. I was looking for that guy. Black suit hat. Change that. If I want, I can change over to a tuxedo, or I got patches I can change. They're on my shoulder. We get these for accomplishing different missions and stuff. Bullseye, intoxicated, disco ball, diamonds. So many things. Scarves. Yeah. Now, if you've got the gold, or if you've got the season pass or whatever else, you can do survival. This is DLC. You have to queue up for this, and it's like 10 people or whatever. Starts off in a separate version of the city where you have to deal with cold, infection, stuff like that. PvP, you can actually go to arenas by playing here. I haven't done it much in this character. I have with other characters. Each of your 4 characters have their own score and rank. DLC for over here is the Underground, which is, again, DLC. This guy sells blueprints for crafting. So I don't really need any of this stuff here. Your Phoenix credits are shared between all 4 characters. Same as your regular credits are shared between all your characters, but your crafting materials are not, as far as I know. Well, they may be, because they may be combined now. See, I can build an AK-47, I can build weapons, I can build masks, I can build scopes and silencers and things like that. Instead of buying them, I can craft them with stuff that I pick up from around the city. Or if there's weapons that I don't need, like, come in here, let's find a weapon I don't want. Got 2 of the same gun here. You can actually mark them as junk, or you can dismantle them and recover some of the parts that were used to make that item. Not all, but some. Same thing with your armor. You can create armor, or you can dismantle your armor. So, yeah, I mean, you got crafting, you got everything but construction. It's fully stocked. Like I say, whenever you're wanting to play by yourself, you've got all of this map to play in except for the Dark Zone. The Dark Zone, if you want to go in there by yourself, okay, you may have a good experience, or you may have a bad experience, because it's player versus player. Other players can go rogue and kill you whenever they feel like it. Most of the time they're going to be douchebags, and they're going to wait until you're actually right in the middle of a fight against 20 bots, and then turn right around and shoot your ass and take all your gear. Now, they can't take all your gear and leave you with nothing. The only thing that they can take is a little bit of your Dark Zone credits, Dark Zone keys, and if you've picked up any weapons or loot in the Dark Zone, you can't just walk out with them. You have to extract them. And the only way you can extract them is to... you can't just walk to any of these purple checkpoints and walk out. You actually have to come to an extraction zone area. You shoot a flare up into the air, wait for a helicopter to arrive. Then once the helicopter has arrived, then you can place your items that you want to extract that you found inside the Dark Zone in a satchel onto the helicopter's rope. And then somebody can be a douchebag and come over and cut the rope and steal your shit that you just worked hard to get. Exotic weapons, doesn't matter. But all the stuff that's in your inventory, like my sniper rifle, my Tommy gun, they don't get anything else. They don't get none of my regular gear. Only thing they're going to get is a little bit of my DZ funds. I might lose a bit of those. Or any Dark Zone keys. Which, do I even have any? Cipher keys. Intel. These are all kind of different things here. These are my grenades, my consumables like med kits, and I got explosive bullets, incendiary bullets, water, which, you know, increases my damage dealt to elite enemies by 20% last 30 seconds. Sodas reduce skill cooldown. Food increases the effect of healing. Energy bars removes negative status effects like you're on fire or you're affected by tear gas. Regular ammunition types. My currencies. I got regular division currency. I've got Phoenix credits. I have weapons kits, which I don't know why is a currency, but is used for upgrading your weapons. Dark Zone funds. I have premium credits, and then I have global event credits. Gee, so many credits. Dark Zone keys. You'll lose Dark Zone keys and Dark Zone credits when you get killed in the Dark Zone. That's it. And some little pathetic 10-year-old can say, I killed you. So, what did you get for it? You got to be a douche knuckle, and you got, what, 20 Dark Zone credits for killing me? Ooh, don't spend it all in one place. See, I have no use for the Dark Zone. I have no use for worthless people. I don't care about the Dark Zone. I can go in there and clear the whole damn thing by myself. But it's the other players. They'll wait until you're actually fighting against somebody else. Then they'll come in there and be a douchebag and attack you while you're fighting other bad guys. When you're weak and you're already damaged and fumbling through med kits and trying to stay alive fighting 15 bad guys at once, you get 3-1 or 4-1. 4 guys in a group will come over and just tag team your ass and just to be a douchebag. Sorry, if you go rogue, you're a douchebag. There's just nothing else about it. It's like the assholes that will come over here and they see that you're in your inventory, and then they will stand in front of you or walk circles around you or whatever else for no particular reason whatsoever. Or they'll sit here in this room here because there's other players that can be seen here, and they will just do the clap emote or jumping jacks or whatever just to be complete and utter waste of flesh doing emotes. So yeah. Oh, and once you get level 30, you can now go to Camp Clinton and get a whole new section. So if just roaming around and just random spawns isn't your thing, we're doing the heavy missions where, okay, those are pretty tough, and farming gear that way, you can come out here and go to the West Side Piers. This area out here, once you cross into this area, you get missions. You can ignore them if you want to. They pop at random. But nothing you have to worry about is out here you will get, oh shit, melee guy. It's called dynamic spawns. Oh, got to move. Trying to shoot that big tank right there on his right. There we go. Did that hurt, big boy? You're getting 500,000 damage per headshot. Yeah, it's a good thing. So dynamic spawns, which means you're out here, and as I'm moving forward, now suddenly shit may spawn behind me. And things will just spawn all around you. And you've got this whole section from here over in here all the way up into this is the south side, and then you got the north side, and then you've got areas like over here at the aircraft carrier. Yes, I have a laser on this weapon. On top of the aircraft carrier is well, in that area you have resistance mode, which you can go to those. Since I've already been there, I can fast travel to them. Hitting the X key and the space bar to fast travel. But when you go into these modes, then as soon as I go in through that door, it activates the resistance mode, and it is non-stop waves of bad guys. Shotgunner, huh? You got your damn shotgun right there, boy. And outside each of those, there's 3 of those different you can see carrier resistance. So you got the carrier, you got Pier 93, which is pretty cool as well. And you got one over here that is powerhouse. It's going through sewers and stuff like that. Doing those solo can be a pain, but whenever you get into a group, what will happen is if there's 2 of us in a group, it'll get a little bit more difficult. If there's 3, it'll get even more difficult. If there's 4 of us, it gets even more difficult. The bad guys scale in difficulty based on the number of people there. Alright, so that's the division, and whenever you first start off your level 1, you can choose your appearance, your face, your facial contours, and I'll actually go over here to the, you know, once you choose your gender, you're stuck with it. But you can come over here and interact with the mirror, and you can change aspects of your character. Once you actually choose your basic, your male or your female, and your skin color and your face type, you're stuck with them. But after that, you can change your facial hair, no facial hair, got a fuzzy beard, a little bit of peach fuzz, whatever else. You can change your hair color. If you want scars or war paint or tattoos, war paint, you can change the color, you know, accessories like piercings and glasses and stuff like that. I'm not going to change anything on my guy. Actually, I will. I'll change his. He's got a peach fuzz. I want to get rid. I want to make him look like he's shaved. All right, so. See, clean shaven. Got my gray hair. Update appearance, and there we go. A lot of cool shit in this game. A lot of cool shit. And I'm just showing you the old guy portion of it, where it's, you know, without the PvP stuff. Inventory, what I got? Oh. Dismantle. And I got 2 fabric for dismantling that pair of gloves. So that are it. That's the division. See, I already have my other character that I re-rolled. But if you're wanting to get into it, I will delete that character, re-roll it fresh, and do it that way. So we can run through together and have a level 1 that we can start off together and kind of talk as we go and fill you in on how to play. So we can actually delete this guy. He's level 15, whatever. I'm not worried about that. I've already got 3 level 30s. And this one I delete at random just for the hell of it. And since it shares the same currency as the rest of my characters, I don't need anything. I can buy whatever I need. I got tons of money. In game, at least. Alright, so that's that. I'm going to get off the stream, take a break for a few minutes, and I'll get back into Discord. Be ready to chit-chat in there. Alright, see you in a few minutes.